Imagine waking up in a world where almost everyone you know is gone. No cities, no millions of voices, no endless human activity covering the planet. Just a few small groups of survivors hiding in a dangerous world. A world where one bad season could mean the end of our entire species. It sounds like a movie, but scientists believe there was a moment in human history when our ancestors came frighteningly close to disappearing forever. A time when humans were not the dominant species on Earth. A time when we were just another vulnerable animal trying to survive. So how did we escape extinction, and how did a tiny population become the billions of humans living today? Around 70,000 years ago, humans lived in a very different world. There were no farms, no cities, no supermarkets. Every meal had to be found. Every drop of water had to be collected. Every night had to be survived. A single mistake could cost a person's life. Then something happened that changed the planet. One of the largest volcanic eruptions in human history occurred. A volcano called Toba, located in present-day Indonesia, exploded with unimaginable force. The eruption sent enormous amounts of ash and gases into the atmosphere. The sky changed. The sunlight became weaker. The climate became colder and more unpredictable. For humans already living close to the edge, this was a nightmare. Imagine being part of a small tribe during this time. You wake up. The air is cold. The plants you depend on are disappearing. Animals are harder to track. Your hunting trips return empty. The fire that protects you becomes more valuable than ever. Because without fire, there is no warmth, no cooked food, no protection from predators. Survival becomes a daily battle. But the biggest danger was not just the volcano, it was what came after. Climate change. When environments change quickly, animals disappear. And when animals disappear, hunters suffer. A human who cannot find food for days becomes weaker. A weaker human cannot hunt. And a smaller tribe has fewer chances to survive. The population began shrinking, but something incredible happened. Humans did not disappear. Some groups survived, and the reason may reveal the greatest strength of our species. We were not the strongest animals. We were not the fastest. We did not have the sharpest claws or the biggest teeth, but we had something different: cooperation. A single human alone was vulnerable, but a group of humans could share knowledge. One person knew where water could be found. Another knew how to track animals. Someone else knew which plants were safe to eat. Knowledge became a survival weapon. And unlike other animals, humans could pass that knowledge to the next generation. Fire became the center of survival. Around the fire, humans stayed warm. They cooked food. They scared away predators. But something else happened around the flames. People talked. They shared experiences. They taught children. The fire became the first classroom, the first meeting place, the first place where human culture grew. During difficult times, humans also became better at making tools. Stone tools became more important. Weapons became more efficient. Clothing helped humans survive colder environments. Shelters improved. Every challenge forced humans to invent, and every invention increased the chance of survival. But here's the part most people don't realize. The disaster that almost destroyed humans may have also changed us forever. When life becomes easy, there is less pressure to adapt, but when survival becomes difficult, innovation becomes necessary. The humans who survived were not simply lucky. They were problem solvers. They were planners. They were people who could work together. Over thousands of years, these survivors spread across the planet. They entered new environments, cold regions, dry deserts, dense forests, places where earlier humans could not survive. They carried something more powerful than weapons. They carried knowledge, and that knowledge created everything that came later: farming, cities, science, technology, modern civilization. All of it began with small groups of humans sitting around fires, trying to survive another night. But there is another mystery. Scientists still debate exactly how close humans came to extinction. The population estimates are uncertain. The exact impact of events like the Toba eruption is still studied, but one thing is clear: our species has survived incredible challenges, climate changes, natural disasters, disease, hunger, danger, again and again. Humans found a way forward. Today there are billions of us. We live in enormous cities, we travel across oceans, we explore space. But deep inside our DNA is the memory of those ancient survivors, the people who faced a changing world and refused to disappear. Because humans were never successful because we were the strongest. We survived because we adapted. We learned. We remembered. And when the world tried to push us to the edge and we found a way back, that was the day humans almost went extinct. And the reason we are still here is because our ancestors refused to give up.